Good morning. This is Purple Passion Prophecies, and I am your host, Oracle Maya Janae, here with another collective message. This time it's a summer solstice collective message. So, summer solstice starts June 20th, 2025. These messages are timeless in a sense, but they are lasting through the end of summer, which is September 22nd, I do believe. I channeled these messages on June 4th, 2025. I was not aware that so many days had passed by between me channeling the messages and me actually sitting down to do this video. I was supposed to been do it. Spirit been telling me to do it. I just be going through a little bit of, I'm literally here and be honest. I just be going through a little bit of like imposter syndrome, and then I also be going through just like, I'm a perfectionist. So even me just starting this video, I just restarted it like 7 times, because I like stuff to be not perfect, but almost okay. So um, let's get right into the messages. I usually like to get right into the messages. I just wanted to be a little bit vulnerable with my watchers. And that is one of the reasons why I think it takes me so long to post. It's not that I don't want to. It's I literally be having anxiety. So um here we are though. The messages still be coming through for y'all. I still be needing to get them out. It's literally just I gotta get over my own fears and my own anxieties and stuff and be more open and more present on my channels. So I'm trying to do that. Let's move on. Thanks for my moment of transparency. Thanks for allowing that for me. All right, so like I stated, I started channeling these messages on June 4th. I just was like, you know what? I want to do a summer message for the collective. So let's get into it. I have a lot of messages, so these might go a little bit everywhere. I'm gonna try to keep them in themes. Um, and I'm hearing to start with life first, which was what I started with when I was channeling, even though that is not the first theme on my paper. Um, so let's get right into it. These are life themed types of messages. I will try to timestamp where I start the different themes because maybe not all of the messages pertain to whoever is watching it. Maybe someone's coming on here to just watch stuff for life. Maybe someone's coming on here to watch for their finances. So if that's you, and if you're anything like me, I usually go right to the timestamp. Um, then I will provide those to you throughout the video. So, life things. Mm. Um, Real quick messages. I was hearing one, if you plan on traveling this summer or throughout the summer, please check into travel bans within our country and other countries that you may be traveling to, and also their rules and their regulations that are required for travel, because it's a lot of political things going on in the world today, I will say, just to keep it very vague. And your boy is in office tripping, okay? He be releasing things daily of where people can and can't travel from. So just make sure that you are um, taking care of you and staying aware of ever changing things within not only our country but other countries as well. So if you plan on traveling this summer, just make sure that you check in to travel bans of other countries and rules and regulations so that you know that you are following protocol so you can have a safe traveling summer, okay? Um I was hearing also don't overplan your summer. if you do overplan your summer, you will burn out and you will cancel plans, which will ultimately lead to like regret and disappointment within yourself and with the others who else it affects that you're canceling the plans on. So um, that simply looks like don't come back from a week long trip and then the very next day you trying to go to somebody's birthday party. Baby. No, it's not gonna work. You're gonna be tired and you're probably experiencing jet lag and just overall tiredness from being away from home for a whole week. You probably need that next day to rest. Hey, don't plan on doing nothing probably for the next 2 days. um that was just a simple example, but yes, please don't overplan your summer because it will lead to burnout and canceled plans. So make sure that you're adding in rest to your days and to your plans. All right. Um, I heard overall life is going in a great direction, especially over the summertime, and it's gonna be a pretty easygoing summer. Um, Life might shift some um, during Labor Day, which is September 1st. It might shift a little bit, but emotions. Oh, hold on. Is that part of this one? Oh yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Emotions are high due to current events in the U.S. If traveling, please make sure you have all required paperwork and proof of residency. Sorry that I read it like that. It's actually written very tiny. So in conjunction of what I was just talking about with the travel bans up ahead is make sure that you are keeping all your paperwork on you also as you are traveling, especially if you are a U.S. citizen, because your boy, as I stated before, is up in office doing whatever the fuck he wants. So make sure that you're taking care of you, dotting your I's and crossing your T's, and that you are traveling safely this summer. Okay. Reiterate it again. Um, Other than that, it's going to be a pretty easygoing summer, but you might experience some kind of life shift around Labor Day. So, and the life shift that's happened around Labor Day is in a great direction. It's not something that you should be fearful of or something that's going. It's not like a towering moment. Um, Something that's going to shake you like in a crazy way is shaking you in a good way in a great direction. So, um, peace to you on that journey. So, I would say that might be it for life things. Yep. Because the next message looks like it's moving into finances naturally. You might as well go that way, right? This theme is actually finances and abundance. Um, and I hope that these messages resonate with someone because they did not resonate with me. And right after reading, actually, right after, I remember I went into my kitchen and I looked into the mirror and I was like, oh my gosh, I be channeling. And I was like, Spirit, I don't know who y'all be having me channel for because these messages do not be resonating with me. They be talking about stuff that I ain't even thinking about right now in my life. You know what I mean? Like, so I'll be like, I know these messages ain't for me, but they for somebody. I don't know who be watching my videos, but I hope that I provide you with the guidance that it is that you be seeking because the messages that Spirit be having me channel, I'll be like, huh? Not my message. I know it ain't mine. So I hope that it's reaching the ears and the eyes that need to see it and the ears that need to hear it. So moving on to finances and abundance. Um, I was hearing towards the end of July, a new opportunity will emerge seemingly out of nowhere. You need to use your discernment and trust the signs to move forward. It will be successful and it will make you $10,000 very quickly. Um, by having discernment and trusting the signs, if you are a spiritual person, more oftentimes than not, you're asking your guides to send you signs so that you know that you can trust the opportunity that's coming into your life. And however they may get those messages to you, that is where you need to use the discernment to move forward in, okay? One of my signs that Spirit speaks to me as is in through music. So if I'm randomly hearing a random song, literally like I be hearing songs that I ain't never listened to before, and I go look it up and I listen to it, it'd be a message in that song for me, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's a way that I know my spirit teams knows that they'll get a message through to me, because I can use my discernment and be like, okay, that seemed like a very specific message in that song. It must pertain to me in some way, shape, or form. And then usually it turns out that it does. So, however your team speaks to you, use your discernment to listen to those signs so you can move forward in that opportunity that comes your way, okay? And it's gonna seemingly come out of nowhere. You're gonna be like, where did this come from? This I wasn't even searching for it. Here it is. It's here for you. So, good luck to you on that. I was hearing for some of y'all, if y'all bills are piling in general, but especially like in the summertime, maybe your hours are getting cut and you're not maybe being able to afford things like you used to. And if your bills are starting to pile, you need to really think about getting on a repayment plan. When I was writing that message out, it really felt like I had to bite the bullet and stop being so prideful and get on a payment plan. So some of y'all might know y'all need to get on a repayment plan, but y'all letting y'all pride get in the way of it. Because maybe you feel like that's for people who really, really, really can't pay their bills. Well, baby, it's giving you really, really can't pay your bills right now. So the help is there. Take it. Okay? Or you need to consider also, I was hearing this gave me more so around like really big piling bills, like maybe like credit card payments and things of that nature, or like loans that you need to pay off. I was hearing that you need to consolidate them so they can, I think that means to like, well, consolidate means to put together, but usually when people is talking about consolidation, they're usually going to have conversation with who it is they owe money with to say, hey, if I consolidate all of these into one whatever, will you take this lump sum versus what I really owe you? Okay? And they usually will come to some kind of agreement to where you can pay that consolidated amount versus the old amount, the total old amount. They'd be like, okay, you pay this and you good type shit. So some of y'all may need to consolidate some of y'all amounts so you can pay the lower amount. And you will have to be, the initiator of this move, but it will work as much in your favor as possible if you do initiate it. So you can't wait for somebody to be like, hey, do you want to know? You need to be the one reaching out to the companies. Hey, is it a way that I can consolidate this? Hey, if you do reach out and you are the initiator of that conversation, it should work in your favor as much as possible. Okay, do you hear me? Wink, wink. Because you can't see me, but do you hear me? Wink, wink. Okay? You got to be a doer in that process. You can't sit back and wait for somebody to contact you because they're not. They just want their money. Okay? I was hearing something about investors. Someone was looking to invest in a particular thing. Um, I was hearing to wait until the last day of summer to do so. And it was given, I was kind of seeing like somebody looking over like charts over the summertime to like, I don't know, I don't do that type of work, but they was reading charts to like see the trends in whatever it is that they was looking to invest in. So over the summertime, they was reading these charts and they was looking at the trends of it going up and down, just to see if it would be something to invest in. And whoever has been doing this or will be doing this over the summertime, um, wait until the last day of summer, which I had to go look that up. It is September 22nd, um, to invest into this thing. It was something about that day being very significant, or if you wait until that day to invest into this said thing, you will be glad that you did, um, because it will. I don't really see what that says. Oh, sorry. It will result in a bigger return. So, um, wait until September 22nd. Still watch the trends throughout the summertime, whatever it is you're trying to invest in. Read your charts, do your studying, all of that, right? But just don't put your money into that investment until the last day of summer. You'll be glad that you waited. You'll be glad that you did. Something about the return will be bigger, and you'll be set. All right. So that's for whoever is investing or thinking about investing into something other than something outside of themselves. So a company or trading or whatever y'all be doing with y'all investment game. I commend y'all. I commend y'all. Get y'all money, okay? I would say teach me the game, but I know my brain. I know I'm not gonna catch on. I don't even like numbers like that. So may the odds forever be in y'all favor, okay? Period. Um, for those of you, back to the people who be who need some help with their bills, okay? I was hearing to cut down on your power uses in the summertime. I think, I'm not sure if this is a thing everywhere, but I know sometimes, to keep bills lower in the wintertime, because usually in the wintertime in a cold climate we using a lot of power to keep the heat running. So some companies will hike up the bills in the summertime, and you pay a lot of money in the summertime. So when the wintertime comes, you're not paying as much, basically. I don't know how to explain that, but a lot of power companies kind of do that because they know it can be costly in the wintertime. So they kind of hike it up during them 3 months in the summertime type shit. To cut down on power, unplug, 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 unplug. My mama always tell me, just because you don't have it turned on, if it's plugged in, it's still using power. Okay? So just because you might not be using your fans, I'm looking at a fan right now in my bedroom and it is plugged in. I just turned it off for the sake of this reading. But if you are not using that fan, unplug it. Same goes for your TV, your appliances, especially if you got a house. Your appliances that you're not using, microwaves. My mama keep her washing machine and dryer unplugged because she's like, it be using up a lot of energy even though we not using it. So she always tell us if we doing laundry at her house, make sure we unplug her appliances when we're done using them. So um, it will help keep your bills a little bit lower in the summertime because you're not using so much power source. All right. So also, keeping the lights off in the house too, in general, right? I keep it pretty dark in my house. I mean, we can use natural light. Most times it's sunny in the summertime. We're using natural light. I might keep a little night light on throughout the day or something just so when I come back at the end of the night, usually I'm done with my day at the end of the day. I'm not coming back to a dark house. So, you know, but little stuff like that, yeah, everything else is usually not plugged up. Um, and my electricity bill has been consistently $25 since I moved into my place, okay? I think the only time it went over it was 28 last month, and that's because we had a real cold day and I had to bust out the space heater, okay? I don't play. Keep that bill low. All right, let me see if that's it for finances and abundance. I think overall your resources are looking good. Just remember to save throughout the summer if you can, or save as much as possible, even if that means a little here and there. You know what I mean? I'm trying to save as much throughout the summertime because I got so many things to take care of in my birthday month. As always, it never fails. It always seems like August is my most expensive month. I gotta pay so many things in August, so many things have to be renewed in August, like license stuff and driving stuff. And oh my gosh, why is the tax costing that much? And car insurances. And yeah, I don't know. I just be having all kind of rent be due. Like, I'll be like, oh my gosh, why y'all can't cut me some slack on my birthday month? No, that's when the slack be put on me. They be like, no, we giving it all to you. Okay, dang. Let me prepare. So I'm also saving a lot this summer because I got a lot of things to take care of towards the end of summer. All right. Moving on. Career. Some of y'all might have some jobs that are ending. And some of y'all may have some that are just beginning and require a move up. So not necessarily ending like, oh, I got fired. Not necessarily that kind of ending. More so like an ending like, oh, I'm no longer going to be in this position because I got a promotion within the same company. And so I'm moving on to a new higher position. That job that you are currently in is ending. The new one is beginning your new position, and it's requiring a move up. Okay. Some of you may be inquired about a promotion in August. When I wrote this out, this very much felt like they are coming to you with the promotion. Not, oh, you sought it out. Not, oh, you applied. Not none of that. They coming to you like, hey, we want to offer you a promotion. Because of boom, 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 boom. They may list off the accolades they've seen you complete over the summer. They may list off, I don't know, how you improved a company in some way, shape, or form. They may list off how much of a good leader you are and how they saw you take the lead on certain projects throughout the summer. You know what I'm saying? So they really coming to you to offer you the promotion because they seen all your hard work and what it is you've been putting into the company. Or I'm saying company because I feel like that's where you usually get promotions at. So keep up the good work, okay? I'm hearing if you've been urged to study something new, to add another skill to your skill sets, summer would be an auspicious time to do so. I read through that really slowly because it's written very interesting. If you've been urged to study something new to add another skill set, start. And during summer would be an auspicious time to start. During summer would be an auspicious time to start. I also was hearing to pray about it. Okay. Especially if you don't know how you gonna pay for it, where, how you gonna get there. When you won't have the time, sorry, when you won't have the time to do it, especially if you're like a busier person, I heard to pray about it. Okay, you'll get your answer through prayer. Um, I think that's it. I probably should have circled. I probably should have circled off the messages as I was reading them. I tried to circle them beforehand to like group them into their groupings, but now I can't differentiate which circle is for which team. I should have just like checked them off as I was reading them. All right, moving on. Last but not least, let me see. Okay, I had to make sure it wasn't nothing on the back. Last but not least, love. Okay. First off, I was hearing self-love was always a theme, so always take care of yourself, okay? Always take care of yourself. This summer, do something each week that is healing to yourself and your heart, okay? That was just a little advice. You ain't got to do it, but you should, okay? It's not advice that's harming you. It's helping you. So, self-love is always the thing. Do something each week in the summer that's really healing to your heart, okay? Even if it's just, I usually only get to take a 30-minute nap. Today, I'm going to take a 2-hour nap. Okay, thank you. Your heart will love you for it. That's self-care. Taking care of yourself and allowing yourself to rest. Self-care. Self-love. All right? I heard some of y'all just going to be dating for fun. And I'm laughing because this did feel like me. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all might feel like this too. Whatever. When I say for fun, I mean literally for fun. That's the date. The date is for fun. For fun purposes. For entertainment purposes. It's not to, I don't know, some people date because they looking for their significant other. Some people date because they looking for a potential relationship. This person's dating for fun. I'm bored. I need something fun to do. I'm finna go on a date. Because it's going to offer me the entertainment. It's going to offer me a chance to get up, get dressed. It's going to offer me something fun to do. And usually when you go on a date, you go do something entertaining. It's going to offer me fun to do. I get to hang out with somebody for a couple of hours. That's fun. That's all I'm really hearing. But like that's the fun is the date. So some want to be dating for fun because they've come to the conclusion that they rather have fun, nothing committal, nothing committed, and also just find it fun to meet new people and do things for fun. They are not interested in a relationship, platonic. Okay. And also I heard on the end tip of that, they're also not interested in a relationship with benefits. Okay. You know what that means, and I know what that means too. So they're not looking for that either. That's not fun to them. What is fun to them is going on dates. So that's what they are going to be doing this summer, is going on dates for fun. I also heard that somebody might meet someone more serious at the beginning of summer, and you will already be engaged and or married to them by the end of summer. And then with this, it felt like a whole bunch of pushback. It was like people was like, oh my gosh, you barely know the guy or the girl. Oh my gosh, why didn't you tell nobody? So it definitely felt like it was more of a secret wedding. Like, oh, they just went and jumped the gun and just went to the courthouse and got married. Oh my gosh, you don't even know him. Like, how, this is too soon. you're doing the wrong thing. Like, I was just hearing all kinds of pushback after that. And so what I heard with that is that whoever this is, trust your spirit. Okay? If your spirit told you to marry that man and marry that woman, then that's what you was supposed to be doing. Because people be acting like, I don't know, it be getting deep. But most times in this life, we already then picked out what our life experience is going to be, right? So when we was on 5D, we already agreed to a contract. So the way that those contracted things play out in our lives may look a little different earthbound, right? Let's say in your contract you was to get married, like you wanted to experience marriage. And so earthbound, the only way that this could be played out, or the way that the spirit or the universe or that God made it play out for you, is you met this person. Oh my gosh, it was love at first sight, and you really felt that, and they felt it too. And oh my gosh, y'all just clicking it off, and oh my gosh, I think I love this person, I want to marry this person. So you get married, right? But also on an earthly level, it's a lot of status quo type of shit going on. So that's going against the status quo. Usually people don't get married that quick because of all the reasons of the pushback that you will get from people, right? So you going against the status quo of what's usually normal, and you're doing what your spirit is telling you to do. Trust that, okay? Trust your spirit. Because the two of you are meant to experience each other, and the two of you are meant to experience the marriage, okay? I was hearing something about a 10 to 12 year cycle. I don't know. Take that with what you may. I ain't saying that after 10 and 12 years, y'all ain't gonna be married no more, but I do believe, and I felt in my soul, that for them 10 to 12 years, y'all gonna be in a cycle with each other. So, don't feel no type of way. If that's what your heart is telling you to do, and you done met this person, and at the end of summer, and you really even probably thinking yourself like, dang, I done only known them for 2 to 3 months, and we already engaged. Guess what? It was supposed to happen like that. Y'all on divine timing. Okay? And self-love is always a theme. So, I do believe those are the end of my messages. This was a summer solstice collective message. And summer solstice is June 20th, or it might be the 21st. I don't remember. It's one of those days. Don't quote me on it. But these messages, although timeless, are through the end of summer, which is September 22nd. So I hope that you enjoyed this blackout reading. I hope that these messages find their people, and I hope that everybody has a safe summer. Also, have a fun summer. You know what I mean? Have a safe and fun summer. But trust your spirit above all else. And I'll talk to y'all later. Toodles.